Hidden Fates is about to change the game of Pokemon forever. Is there an investment opportunity there? Yeah, let's get started. Hello, beautiful people. Captain Zack Sparrow here. So, September 10th this year, right around the corner. If I understand things right, we're only going to be working with Sword and Shield moving forward, meaning everything Sun and Moon and older is rotated out of Standard, which is a huge opportunity to park your money into some of those older sets, anything older than the Sword and Shield era, aka Hidden Fates, for this specific video. Now, some of you knew that it was rotating out, some of you did not know, so I'm glad that that could be helpful. However, what are you going to do about it? I'm trying to save up money for Evolving Skies still at this point. I'm still trying to grab some Chilling Reign stuff. I'm saving up for Celebrations and all of these other sets, and all of these cool things from other card games are coming out now. So I don't need to really tell you. The reason you clicked on this video, you probably already know what Hidden Fates is, what it was, what it's been doing, and how well it was received, and how the titans in the industry, people like SM Press, the big brain players, YouTubers, the people in the space, how well received Hidden Fates was and still is. And knowing that the baseline for the ETBs, and again, we're going to be talking about the ETBs primarily here, doesn't matter, 10s are doing great too. It doesn't matter on the set. Hidden Fates as a whole, it's heavily renowned as one of the greatest Pokemon sets of all time. I don't need to tell you about how cool the Shiny Vault is for it or anything else, and just hit after hit with it. The set is just fun to open, and with the ETBs too, you have that beautiful stained glass promo. If you look back recently, one of the last sets to rotate out, Lost Thunder, we saw a jolt in pricing as soon as that bumped out of rotation. What is going to happen to Hidden Fates? Do I think Hidden Fates ETBs are going to be $400 by this time in a month or two? No, I don't think that. Could it happen? Sure. Do I think it's unrealistic? Yes, right away. If we're talking about a super duper heavily reprinted set such as Hidden Fates, because it was so well received, and you can't find ETBs for less than $100 US on the market right now. What do you think is going to happen to that as soon as that rotates out? Now, could the Pokemon Company decide to do something a little unusual in that they would decide to reprint or introduce a new wave of the set heavily so afterward? Yes, they can do that. Will they do that? So there are two ways that I like to look at this. One being, Pokemon Company does introduce more product, or they don't. Let's cover both of those right now and break down why you should be buying now regardless. Let's say worst case scenario happens for investors and collectors, meaning they introduce a whole lot more product in that you didn't want more product because you want your cards to stonk well. Okay, so you can't control that, number one. We don't know if they're going to print more or not. Number two, assuming that they do introduce more product, the prices will probably reflect that to some degree. The pricing will stay stagnant, or it'll even have some downward pressure. You're going to see numbers go down. Doesn't matter to what number. Is it that outrageous right now? I'm looking on eBay. You can regularly pick up these ETBs in the 130 to 150 shipped range right now. Would it be catastrophic for your investments if you were to pick up a handful of ETBs or cases or 10s or whatever right now, and then the price plummets down to $75 a box? So you would buy now at the higher price now, and you would buy after they reintroduce more product. Yeah, it's called dollar cost averaging if you want to throw terms around. But what's so effective about it is it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, and the variables at play that are not in your control. I am personally happy with knowing I can buy a ton of a Hidden Fates product right now, and if it's reprinted, don't care. I'm going to buy more. Now let's say it's not reprinted. Is the price going to go down between now and the next few years? I don't know, man. It's still technically modern product. I just don't like putting my money into modern stuff. I'd much rather have it into some older, some vintage sets. That's the play, man. You mean the sets that are thousands and thousands of dollars already and that need to perform exponentially better just to give you somewhere in the ballpark, just to barely get in the realm of modern day product, it has to perform so much better. Again, exponentially so. If you buy lower, the ceiling that you need to hit is so much lower from a percentage increase that yield. You know what? I'm gonna stop talking about that because at this point, I don't know, I feel like you guys get that at this point. And yes, this goes for single cards as well. Graded, ungraded, doesn't matter. Yes, I am purchasing a lot of Hidden Fates. And again, long term, I don't care what the cards do in the next year or so. I'm not afraid of a reprint. Personally, that doesn't affect me. I said it before and I'll say it again. Thankfully, I have a life expectancy greater than that of a hamster, so I don't care if in the next 2 years it tanks at one point or another. If I'm going to be holding on to that longer, what does that matter? Talking about one of the best sets of all time. We're talking about it just about to rotate out, pretty much in that no print zone from now on. We're right at the tail end of that. And you're like, we might see another wave just because. I saw a post on Reddit earlier today that said, you're crazy if you think Hidden Fates is a good pickup right now. Hey, you know what? I'm a little crazy, I have to say. I think you're crazy if you don't. I was debating making this video or not because, in my opinion, Hidden Fates was the no-brainer play that everyone always seems to throw that term around. It always seems to be divided on that. I see a lot of comments saying, do you know how many other people are thinking that? Again, doesn't matter how many people are thinking that. You have to remember the space that we're talking about on YouTube right here. If you're talking about the real investment stonk YouTube channels, that is such a small slice of the pie. We're talking about a $90 to $100 billion franchise. That's why the EX era went up. That's why Black and White era, X and Y. That's why every single era, if you look back over a period of time, has increased in value over time because there's always new blood being introduced. Hopefully this video brought some sort of value to you there, whether you knew it was going out of rotation or not. Now is a perfect striking opportunity, in my opinion, disclaimers. And I have got some great videos coming up for you really soon. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified of those future videos. And until next time. The way may be hidden, but I think it's your fate. That was a bad one.